Hello, it's StarWingz here, bringing you a bit of a different video than usual. In today's video, we'll be discussing a big mystery concerning one of the most popular YouTubers. No, the most popular YouTuber, Pewdiepie. Recently, Pewdiepie started a new series on his YouTube channel, where he played the game known as Subnautica. Not too long ago, he just stopped. Usually there was an episode every 3 to 5 videos of his, but all of a sudden, he just stopped playing. So today, we'll be scouring the internet looking for clues about why the series ended so abruptly. And I can assure you, the conclusion might not be what you expect. So, you may think it's obvious why Pewdiepie quit Subnautica, as there are a few reasons that sound very reasonable when simply said aloud. But once we think over them and we research, you can see that many opinions in this matter are misled. The first reason to consider is that the videos simply weren't doing as well as his others. This reason is the easiest to debunk, as you can see that the first few Subnautica videos of Pewdiepie's actually perform much better than his usual videos, racking up about 6 million views as opposed to his usual 4 million within the first 24 hours. Of course, now, the videos have started to fall behind considering the series has stopped, but that only happened after Felix stopped uploading Subnautica, meaning it has nothing to do with why it stopped in the first place. Another reason that comes to mind is that Pewdiepie didn't really enjoy the game, which is one of the more likely causes. You see, Felix didn't really play Subnautica in the way that Subnautica is meant to be played. He played it like it was a different game. The game in question is none other than one of the most popular games of all time, second only to Tetris, Minecraft. Minecraft is very similar to Subnautica in that it too is an open world survival game, but there are some core aspects that set the two apart very widely. In Minecraft, you're taught to use all of the resources you get as soon as you get them. You shouldn't leave your diamond sword at your base when fighting mobs to avoid losing it. You should take it with you to avoid all chance of dying. And plus, you can always pick it up again once you've respawned. Subnautica, however, encourages you to savor and be careful with your resources, teaching you to also bring the minimum amount of supplies to avoid losing something meaningful. And though death in Subnautica is very mild and doesn't give you more than a slap on the wrist, losing submersibles is what really matters. Pewds was probably very discouraged when he lost 2 Cyclopses out in the bulb zone, as he was in the Minecraft mentality of, I've just created this new thing, let's go try it out and see what new parts of the game are unlocked to me. But really he had no reason to go there, and he didn't have an aim for taking his Cyclops, which led him to having nowhere to go, panicking, and losing it. Another way Subnautica differs from Minecraft is in its progression. In Minecraft, you're rewarded for exploring places like caves and new biomes with rare ores and better building materials. In its core, Minecraft rewards you for exploring and for experimenting. But Subnautica rewards you for progressing the story, or role-playing, if you like. One of the first things you need to do to progress the story is to explore the crashed Aurora, which is where you can pick up blueprints for the prawn suit, escape rocket, and lots of other things. It would make sense that if you crashed on an alien planet, you would go back to the ship to gather materials and find other survivors. But no. Felix explored the ocean like it was Minecraft, and he seemed to run out of things to do pretty quick. You see, the way you progress in Minecraft is entirely based on the materials available to you, but in Subnautica, the main thing blocking you from getting some of the best gear in the game is blueprints. Subnautica rewards you for scanning everything, and Felix just didn't do this. Sure, he took all the resources that were available to him, but he didn't really understand the idea of scanning things. It took him a while before he even got a sea glide, one of the most basic essentials in the game, for the sole purpose that it had to be scanned. Let's use a situation as a demonstration for how Felix's mentality was in this game. Let's say he needs to explore a cave, but it's too deep for him to get down due to the limits of his oxygen. Someone who was playing Subnautica like Subnautica would scavenge around the ocean floor for blueprints for something that was very clearly made for them to deal with said situation, like a laser cutter to break down doors. They'd assume that the location of the game wasn't intended for them until they had better equipment, sort of like how RPGs handle progression. But Felix, using his Minecraft problem-solving mentality, scrolls through his fabricator to find pipes, creates about 50 of them, and manages to get down to the cave, only to find that all the ores are only collectible if you have the prawn suit, because you were supposed to use the suit to get down there in the first place. Felix then gets frustrated with the game and no longer wants to play it. Felix simply just doesn't play into the progression loop that Subnautica follows, which is as follows. Find a new location that you're not advanced enough to go to yet, look for the blueprint to make something that enables you to get down there, and then explore it. You find new ores and new blueprints utilizing the ores. You set up a base in/near the place, collect all its blueprints, collect all its materials, until you have enough to create the next upgrade in tech, whether it's a new sub or a better depth module. Then you find a new location and the loop repeats. This is not what Felix has been doing. If you've been watching the Subnautica series, you may have heard him say that he's already beat the game, as a joke. But in many ways, he already has. He hasn't found the Degassi base and has been unable to even scan a multi-purpose room. He hasn't been inside a single wreck, so with the small amount of story he's unlocked, the game has very little content. His base is awful as he hasn't progressed the story enough to find the Degassi bases and scan their different rooms. Food is a struggle because he hasn't scanned grow beds to grow trees that he can get a good food and water source from. He can't keep pets because he hasn't scanned an alien containment module, and you know he just loves his pets. He can't go deeper because he needs to build a modification station to make depth modules, and honestly, just so much more. He hears of all the amazing things this game has to offer, but doesn't understand the simple gameplay loop needed to get to them. If I could give one simple piece of advice to Felix if he picks the game back up, I'd say scan more and go deeper. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching to the end. It really means a lot to me. This video was a big change for me than videos normally are, because usually my videos are unscripted and now I've ended up with a 1400 word script. I'm not really looking forward to recording and editing all this, and with my luck, Felix will probably end up uploading a video about why he quit, and this video will become irrelevant by the time it's uploaded, but I really wanted to share my opinion on this. If you're seeing this, and this is the first video on my channel that you've seen, welcome. Please subscribe. You probably noticed that most of my videos aren't like this one, but I do have lots of videos like this one coming up if you guys enjoy it. So yeah, just let me know. Also let me know what you think, your opinion on this video. And yeah, thanks for watching. StarWingz out.